Day 15 of our 30-day journey. As was common to her experience, religious men and women often sought out Hildegard's advice regarding administrative duties. This particular passage, written to an abbot named Adam, is a beautiful exhortation on leadership as a vocation. The date is unclear, but the entire collection of correspondence between Hildegard and this abbot seems to have taken place prior to 1166. A letter from Hildegard to Adam the abbot. He who is, says the sun shines and sends forth its rays, and a certain man, a friend of the sun, had a garden in which he desired to plant many herbs and flowers. And the sun, in the fire of its rays, sent heat upon those herbs and flowers, and the dew and rain gave the moisture of aridity to them. Then from the north a contorted figure with black hair and a horrible face came to that garden. But at the same time from the east came a handsome young man with bright shining hair and a comely, pleasant face. And the contorted figure said to the young man, "Where have you come from?" And he answered, "I come from the east, to the garden of this wise man, for I greatly desire to come to him." And the contorted figure said, "Listen to me. A destructive wind and hail and fire and pestilence will come upon that garden, and it will dry it out." But the young man answered, "Not so. It will not be so, because I do not wish it, and I will bring forth a pure fountain and will irrigate the garden." And so the crafty figure brought winter into that garden and sought to dry up the herbs and flowers. And at that, a forementioned young man, caught up in playing his harp, did not see what was happening. But when he did take notice, he called the sun back with a loud sound and brought viridity of summer back into the garden. We know that everyday life experience can be a struggle between light and dark, or good and evil. It seems as though we have to stay continuously vigilant. When we become distracted, as the young man in this story was, we become vulnerable to the darkness. So often the darkness that enters our experience is not something that we invite into our lives, but it slowly creeps in and takes over while we're distracted. Consider some of the dark habits or experiences that have slowly crept into your life over the years. How did it happen? Hildegard challenges us to wake up and stay focused throughout our journey. By choosing the awakened path, we allow the viridity of summer to return. Choose to be awake and aware, and imagine what the return of summer to those dark places might look like. This is an excerpt from The Physics of Angels, written by Reverend Matthew Fox and Sufi Rupert Sheldrake. A reflection on darkness. I, who am at home with all of the ends of the world, revealed my work in the east, the south, and the west. But the fourth quarter in the north I left empty, neither sun nor moon shines there. For this reason, in this place, away from all worldly structures, is hell, which has neither a roof above nor a floor below. Here is where pure gloom reigns, but this gloom simultaneously stands in service to all of the lights of my fame. How namely could light be recognized if not through the darkness? And how would one know the gloom if not through the radiating splendor of my servants of light? If this were not so, then my power would not be perfect, for not all of my wondrous deeds could be described. St. Hildegard of Bingen.